We're going to talk more about this move to eventually dismantle the Federal Department of Education. We have the governor of Delaware coming up and much more. But back to the room where it happened right now, which is the East Room at the White House. And Kelly Meyer was there and is still there with the recap for us. Kelly.
Yeah, and you can hear the music still going as the East Room here at the White House clears out. Just leaving the room, actually, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, Governor Braun, President Trump giving them a shout out here in the East Room today. He also gave a shout out to the current Education Secretary, Linda McMahon, but he said that he hopes that she won't be the Education Secretary for long, and also hopes that she will be the last Education Secretary, as he says he wants to shut it down as quickly as possible. It's important to note that this is just the kind of symbolic action today of signing the executive order to show that they are working to shut down the Department of Education. They have already been starting to dismantle it. The president talking about that today, touting how they cut the department workforce in half already. Now they are working to sign this EO as they did today, and then beyond that, trying to really gut the Department of Education and move out some of those critical programs like Pell Grants, like those programs for low-income students as well as students with disabilities, move those out to other different departments so the Education Department is left essentially gutted and empty, and then it will be left up to Congress to decide whether or not to abolish it. So that will be left up for them to decide. But the president saying he was making a move that he feels will give the power back to the states, though critics have said, some parents and Democrats as well, have said this might be hard for the states to have the capacity to be able to take this on. So there are some questions around that. But he did sign this today with those students behind me here. They all held up their own kind of a mock executive order of their own that they signed as the president signed his executive order today to begin dismantling the Department of Education, Connell.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.